So we're designing a brochure, and I'm just going to take through some stuff that we've done in previous years, which applies very much to what we're doing at the minute. Here's one type of version, or one prototype if you like, which you're going to produce in your groups, and also here's another one. There's a third one I think as well. Prototype normally is done in threes. This one's on a theme park. Yours is not necessarily on a theme park, but you want to produce, I think, an 8-page brochure which covers a range of things. So, you know, if one group is for very young children, one is for teenage children, and one is for adults, that are 3 groups. Another group might be teachers, one might be parents, one might be children. So there are a range of groups, depends on what you're doing it on. But the main thing is you present it consistently. And the way of doing this really is making sure that you have a consistent layout across all of it. So let's just start a new one just to go through what I mean here. A4 portrait. Now, arrange layout guides. Set these to 0.5. Get them out of the way a little bit. That means that when you print them, that's the minimum that you'll need. And you can clearly write on it. I'd leave that little blue line there, but if it annoys you, take it off by going to View, Boundaries and Guides. Tells you where you can't print. Okay. Now, basic guides are there just for help you draw, etc. and write. Now what we want to look at is actually putting effective titles on and a background. So, format styles. You make your own styles in this. New style. Call it heading. Have at least 3 styles as well. But make them consistent. 48-point font size. Let's go for Calibri, or another one that I like is Gill Sans. It's the font from Keep Calm and Carry On, I believe. So let's choose blue and OK. Let's have a look at these though. Paragraph spacing. Work out, look at what these do. They just space it out a tiny little bit more. As you can see, that may be appropriate for a heading. Okay, you get marks. The kerning, the stretching between the words, actually does improve the presentation and also makes things fit the page quite nicely, even if you can edit it afterwards. So then I'm into just going to OK here. You can see my heading there. So I'm going to write here Sailing Club as my theme, and I can have one of boats. And then there we are. Now, actually, what I need to do there as well is modify this and go to font, and just I think I would just like to make it a little bit bolder actually, looking at on the page. And perhaps as well the alignment should be in the center. So I'm looking carefully at all of these things. Yeah, that's better. And if I'm underlining it as I have done just then, go back into it and actually specify how you want it. I'm going to do double there because I've just seen it. So let's reapply that. You see, you just click on it. Now, obviously, if you create a new page and then you write in here trips away, or you know, things to do for the children or something like that, you click on heading. That's why it's advantageous. Everything's consistent. Everything stays the same. Let's go back to page 1. Right, now we want a perhaps a subheading. So just for speed, I'm just going to write subheading there. Okay, and then I'm going to click on new, and I'm just going to call that sub for speed and brevity. And I'm going to again choose Gill Sans for consistency, but this time I'm going to sort of say 18-point font size, and I'm just going to have a subtly different type of colour, and I might choose it's appalling. No, any of these? No, none of these are actually shadow. Okay. and then maybe just the words only for the subheading, and then apply that. Okay, so there's my subheading, and then I'll line that up, or I'll line that up later perhaps. Yep, that, and then of course I'm going to go on and write my text. Around this you're going to have pictures, so maybe that's just supposed to be a picture, and then here's going to be your main text there. So body of text here with explanation of the images, blah blah blah. Right, okay, I've just written a bit there so we can see. If I go to new style and I write text, and that'll be the body text. I wouldn't have that small. I'd have it probably about 12, and then this would have to be Gill Sands as well, and yes, I'll probably leave it black. And I click OK and OK again. So then I just apply the text body to that. Remember, we're at 54%, so if we zoom into here to 100%, that's what that's going to look like. Okay, so that's the styles. That's how you lay those out. Remember, you want about 8 pages. And that would really make and cement a really good grade. Here's a good feature, things on top of each other. Okay, nice little feature. But as well as that, you've got on the other one, okay, nice border styles there. Make sure your border styles are consistent. You just need to click on those, and then the border styles will all appear here. And you can go for more lines, or you can choose lines here. That would look really nice. And it's the same. Now, interestingly, this, very important, look, I can't change the background. If you've used this before, press Ctrl and M, and what you'll find is that you will go into the background view, or on the screen, apply master page, I believe. So this will be here after pressing Ctrl and M. So I've literally applied this type of style, whatever you want, okay. Change my background so it's consistent on every page, close the master view, and it's back there. That's a really neat, easy way of doing it. So Ctrl and M, or just go to apply master page and view master pages there, and there. Okay, so the apply master page is in there, and then the view will be there. Okay, so that's what we need to do.